My life is better after I left Islam because now I can be honest with myself and I can think about things without being constrained by the contradictions I would face when I was a Muslim. I think it's important to be out because A, just to contradict the idea that we don't exist, because that seems to be a misconception among many Muslims, and B, so that other closeted ex-Muslims don't feel that they are alone and that there are many of us around. I want closeted ex-Muslims to know that A, you're not alone, and B, regardless of what your Muslim family and friends might say, you're not crazy, and there are many, many more like you.
To be honest, just because you've left Islam doesn't mean you're a better person. For me, it was just about viewing my life here differently and not engaging in lots and lots of what I would say is pointless ritualistic activity for the sake of not going to hell forever and ever and ever and burning. Like, that I think is kind of quite an unhealthy way of living life. In the same way, you also don't do good stuff for going to heaven forever and ever and ever. So people have very many reasons they do good stuff. But for me, I think that the concept of doing good because you might get God points and go to heaven, it's a little bit of a negative thing actually, because then you're not being true to yourself. Being awesome without Allah is about, standing up, making yourself feel counted, that yeah, we're people who've left Islam. You can call yourself ex-Muslim, you can call yourself humanist, you can call yourself human, I don't care. But the point is, leaving Islam is a taboo, and doing it is actually okay. Like, for a lot of people, you're fine and your life can get better. And even if it's bad for you, we can only do better if we're together. So my name is Imtiaz Shams and I'm awesome without Allah.
Hello, Assalamu alaikum. My name is Yassine Naji. There exists a community of like-minded individuals out there in the world, probably closer to you than you think, depending on where you are. And in the unfortunate event that coming out of the Muslim closet, so to speak, causes you to lose friends or family, there are other potential friends and family waiting for you. I know, at least in my case with my family, when I left at a relatively young age, I think it helped my brothers and sisters have the courage to either do the same outright or be a bit more resistant in that way. And I think to society as a whole, everyone staying in makes it harder to face the problems that people do face with Islam, with the religion itself, and kind of brush these problems, sweep them under the rug.
I have found peace after leaving Islam. My principles of right versus wrong, good versus bad, comes from me now. It is my intellect, it's my learning, it's my experiences, my choices, my preferences. It's my life, right? It comes from me now. But before, it came from a place of judgment, a place of reward and punishment, the greed for reward, for that matter, and terrible fear. Oh yeah, that's a dark place. It's a dark place to be there. I can't explain how good I feel for not being there at that place. And I can live my life.
When I would see people who were not as righteous or were living lives full of sin, I would instantly think of them as lesser humans. Now I get to know people and I judge them and I see them for who they really are. One of the things I've noticed is there's a lot of ex-Muslims, especially in this day and age, especially in the closet. When we speak out, we give a sense of strength and community and belonging to those who cannot speak out. Those who are in countries where being an ex-Muslim merely gets you killed, where your family will throw you out of the house or torture you, or your own family and relatives or friends will even attempt to murder you for just not believing. My life is better, I'm happier, I'm freer, and I can think for my own self and form my own opinions, and I'm not micromanaged like religion does. I am free, I'm happy, and most importantly, I'm awesome without Allah.
Hi everyone, it's Sinin Kafir. I can't show my face because I'm still anonymous for safety reasons.
Hey guys, this is Ruja. I'm from Bangladesh and I'm an ex-Muslim. It's not only Islam, it's in any religion, because any rational mind shouldn't be stuck in fairy tales. That's one. Another thing for me, and is most important for me, is that now every action I take, I'm the one who's responsible for it. It is important to be out. The reason behind your voice need to be heard. I'll share my story. In Bangladesh, they made a list about 84 bloggers who write about religion. They start killing. They kill bloggers. Until last year or so, we lost so many of our friends and family. But so many came out. Now the list is going to be huge. So big that they cannot even identify all of them. We are just an ex-Muslim. We are not better than anyone. We are not less than anyone. We are what we are. We just don't believe in fairy tales. That's it.
Fake ex-Muslims. Lol.
The main focus should be the ex-Muslims that are genuinely being targeted for being ex-Muslim.
Okay, if that's the case...
Just like with Muslims.
No, if that's the case, we need to look. Where? Which country? Is it an Islamic country? Or they claim to be an Islamic country? The kids are doing it. 1 second. There was an instance...
Why does it matter as long as they're being targeted?
You're missing the point.
Let's say it's an Islamic country that claims to be an Islamic country, but it's not an Islamic country.
No. If it's an proper Islamic country, then there is laws on apostasy and treason. Those laws are there.
And those are justified?
No, that laws, yes, they are justified. They're 100% justified, yeah?
That's bad.
No, they're justified, yeah? For a reason, there are stipulations. It's not just the way you think about it, yeah? It's justified. You conflating that with a group of childish little kids who want to attack someone, why?
You think apostasy laws are justified? Yeah, okay, sorry.
No, of course, in this country, we're talking about, Immanuel Kant talks about this,
I'm not talking about this country.
No, 1 second.
You think apostasy laws are justified? Yeah, okay, sorry.
No, of course, in this country, we're talking about, Immanuel Kant talks about this,
I'm not talking about this country.
No, 1 second. In general, you can't say nothing about apostasy laws. Treason, where's Edward Snowden?
Those are wrong.
Where is Edward Snowden?
I'm against that. He should be free.
My friend, you live in a bubble. It's a dream world.
I'm against treason laws.
If there is things that put the state in jeopardy, capital punishment.
Coming out and saying I'm an ex-Muslim is not putting a state at jeopardy.
No. You're missing the point. The Sharia came to defend the religion of the people. Yeah. So you come in and putting a false narrative forward. To you, it's nothing. I'm just saying I'm ex-Muslim. But to the state, Islam is there to protect the community as a whole. Your words. See, this is what I'm saying. Your words. If somebody comes and says, "Let's have a revolution,"
is Islam that weak that me coming out and saying?
But the only reason why I'm awesome with Allah is because of the ex-Muslim community, because of groups like XMNA, Ex-Muslims of North America. Because I have a lot of support, a lot of people that are out there, but a lot of other ex-Muslims, a lot of people that left Islam, they're not awesome without Allah because they're alone. They are, they feel helpless. They are constantly under threat and attacked and demonized and shamed and abandoned simply because they changed their mind. They just don't believe in something, and it's amazing how just not believing in something makes you one of the most targeted groups in the world. I'm lucky enough not to be targeted like many of these people because I have a community. So I suggest you guys use the hashtag Awesome Without Allah to show people that don't have this community, the people that don't believe in Allah anymore and feel alone, that there is a community, that they could also be awesome without Allah. You have no idea for people. A lot of people don't understand that how much this community means, how big of a difference it makes, and we're just getting started, and we need to be there for more ex-Muslims. A lot of people don't understand the importance of that. So use the hashtag to show that this support and this community exists.
My life is better without Islam because of bacon. Just kidding. The best part of leaving Islam is to be free from mental shackles. I can be myself, I can think about anything, I can read anything. I don't have to feel guilty about reading a book that contradicts something that Islam teaches. I don't have to feel that I have to look for all the wisdom in life from Islam. I've grown more in the last 4 years since leaving Islam than in the previous 15 years because I don't limit myself to Islamic sources. I used to struggle because I knew homosexuality was not something people choose, yet at the same time Allah forbade it. I can accept things that I was not able to accept before without any cognitive dissonance. The world makes so much more sense now than it ever made before. Leaving Islam has been good for my family too. We don't have to worry about eating only halal meat. We don't have to find a place to pray everywhere we go, like in the mall or whatever. I didn't let my kids go for Halloween. I didn't used to eat non-halal. I forced my kids and my wife to pray regularly. She had to wear the hijab as well. All of these things are so much easier now that we don't have to worry about any of this stuff. The more people that come out, the less they can stop us. We are normalizing dissent in a way that will empower everyone that comes after us. To the closeted ex-Muslims out there, know that you're not alone. If you are not able to come out right now, know that we are working to make it easier. So there's going to be a time where coming out is not even going to be a thing. People can be religious or not religious. People can be Muslim or not Muslim. It won't matter. It won't matter anymore. And that time is coming.